Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Broverwatch podcast, the Overwatch League podcast, where I, Adam Cook, and your boy, Calder Amos Wood, talk about the Overwatch League, the past week, news, matches, and future.
And we just be a couple bros. Hi.
And today is a big week because it was finals week. What is that sound?
That's a train.
Yeah.
Wow. It's a train.
Well, good timing on that one. So today we're going to go through some quick news. Then we're going to talk about the past week of games. And then we're going to talk about the big final Sunday, which is today. We're recording Sunday night. Calder's itchy. Didn't shower in 12
Put a little
years.
powder on.
So let's just get right into the news. How about that?
Name's Thomas.
Right in, it's Thomas to Yep. So you want to do the first story?
Okay, OG gets suspended for 4 games for boosting. Now, I read a little thing on this. What?
I was just going to say, he hasn't even played a game yet.
Yeah, already suspended. I read a little thing on this on Reddit, and it was from a Korean person. I could tell because they said that one, and also their English was just atrocious. But apparently, some people that boost in Korea, it means like they just kill people that are trying to become pros. So then, like, they look terrible and ruins their career, which I guess is serious, but I don't know if that's true. It could have just been some kid that's like, I didn't know how to type. Anyway, next story.
Next story. Geguri is officially in LA, so she is not
in
China.
Korea.
China?
Korea. Korea.
It's Korea. I just think China because she's joining Shanghai. But yeah, Shanghai posted hashtag fighting for glory.
Hopefully they get a win against the Fuel.
I think they get a win against the... Well, Fuel's been looking a bit up recently, which we'll talk a bit about.
Yeah. Calvin cuts ties with the Overwatch League. You want to say something about this? I haven't heard about this.
He just said on his stream, he said ever since the XQC things happened, he completely cut ties with all Overwatch League stuff, and you're probably thinking, well, he wasn't even in the Overwatch League. What do you mean he cut ties? Well, he was in talks to possibly join mid-season or join in Season 2 in some way, and he said that he just, like, as soon as the XQC thing happened, he just called all of his contacts and was like, yeah, I don't want to do it. Because
is that Aimbot Calvin?
Aimbot Calvin.
Okay.
He pretty much just... If he was in the Overwatch League, he'd get the same treatment as XQC because they're both streamers, big personalities who like to say things.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't blame him.
Oh,
I was just gonna say I don't blame him. Both of them are better off streaming.
Next story: trade talks between the Dallas and Valiant. Now, I think this will be the first trade of the year if it happens. But Slasher reported that the Valiant are looking for a Korean tracer, and also that Unco and Soon are on the market, the French connection, as they like to say. Now, this could be because they're like a little toxic in the room. If you've seen any of the the Valiant YouTube videos.
Behind the scenes videos, yeah.
Yeah.
It seems that they have a pretty toxic environment.
Yeah. So that could be good for Valiant. Bad, maybe might be bad because they're pretty good players.
But... Yeah, Soon is very good. I know that.
And potentially that would mean Dallas trades away Effect, maybe Hydration too. So I don't know if you want to lose them on a team that's struggling. But
this next story, Flower is on the NYXL Academy team. When he turns 18, any team can sign him, except he's pretty much for sure gonna go to the NYXL. Yeah. Which, by the way, how can that team's already kicking
I don't know why
everyone's butts.
And he's going to be playing with
insane.
Nene, I think.
Nene?
On the NYXL team.
Yeah, it's just NYXL is absolutely insane and Flower's insane, so it's like, what's...
Yeah.
It's like good for them, but they don't need it, right?
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. There's just too many players on that team.
Too many good players.
Lastly, Sinatra played.
He turned 18, little baby boy.
Yeah, and he did... like
pretty well.
Everyone was hyping him up so high. I didn't expect too much because there was a lot of hype.
Yeah.
But he played well. His Zarya was amazing. Tracer was fairly good. He did get sniped while he was striking a pose.
He is emoting.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. He did really well, but he also teabagged a lot and he sprayed and emoted a lot. But if he's having fun.
Yeah.
And then he went on Twitter afterwards and said, should have been a 4-0. And it's like,
wasn't even close, really. But
yeah.
He's also younger than me, so that's fun.
And me. Makes us feel good about our skill level. So that's all the news.
Bronze.
Some other news has come out, but this is the main stuff that we wanted to talk about.
We'll talk about the other news next week because it's an off
Or
week.
we won't.
Get really into the news. I don't know.
There's just some stuff where it's like it's not worth reporting.
We could both be dead.
I do quickly want to touch on AKM posted in his public Discord that he's upset with everyone who's flaming him about playing Genji because it wasn't his fault.
Yeah, the players don't choose who they're gonna play.
Yeah,
usually.
And he pretty much was like, I hate that I'm getting flamed for jumping in and like adapting when it's not my fault anyway. Mm-hmm. Hopefully Dallas doesn't break down.
They could have 3 Frenchies on that team.
Ah.
Anyway, into the games.
So that's the news. Let's get into the games.
This is a crazy night, Adam. But let's start with the week.
Yeah, we'll start with the week, which was also a pretty crazy week.
It was pretty crazy. A lot of upsets, honestly. Lost a lot of money.
Here's the thing. Calder bets on the games. He lost a lot of money.
Occasionally.
This stage has been a lot of upsets, but this week specifically was a lot. Not necessarily a lot of upsets, but just a lot of surprises.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of the surprises weren't even wins from the surprise teams. They just did well.
Yeah. So on Wednesday, we've got Gladiators versus Philadelphia. Gladiators lost 3-1. It was a close game, though.
That one could have gone either way, yeah.
And then we've got Florida, San Francisco. I bet on San Francisco. Florida wins, of course.
Florida wins.
And then surprisingly, Houston beat Shanghai.
Oh, what a surprise.
That one came out of nowhere.
Quick thing about Florida. They haven't changed anything other than coach. So I guess that's the big thing. But like they have all the same players.
Say a player.
Yeah, but he hasn't been playing.
Yeah, but like when you say someone's going to steal Logic's job, like there's a chance he's going to try and play a little better.
That's true. And Logic's has been hipping off.
And they've also got Awesome Guy coming in, I think, pretty soon.
I think the main thing is their coach just really put them in.
They got a new coach, right, too?
That's what I've been saying.
Yeah. I wasn't listening.
Said it 4 times.
It doesn't matter.
So on Thursday, I want to talk about this day because this is a special day for all 3 games. 1, Houston beats Seoul, which is huge because
surprise.
I'd say they're probably the Korea North America rival if there was one.
After the stage 1 playoffs.
Yeah,
they should be.
It was great. It was a fantastic game. It was close. Linkser, oh my goodness, he is so good.
Yeah. The last Gibraltar point was.
The funny thing is, he's proven himself time and time again, and then he kicked so much butt and beat Fleta so much, and everyone on Reddit and in chats like, I'd have to see a bit more, but like, I think Linkser might almost be proving himself, and it's like,
he's statistically the best counter sniper in the game.
Yeah, he's so good
in the league, I guess.
He's so good. Next game was New York versus Dallas. Should have been a 4-0. Wasn't. It was a 3-2.
Not even close.
It was a close game, and it felt good to see New York players going on Twitter and being like, Dallas, you played really well. You guys are so good. And it's like, Dallas?
Because here's the thing. You prepare for the game, and then they throw in this Mickey's playing main tank. Who played off tank?
Seagull. And
Seagull played off tank. And it's like, what? Like, as New York, you come into the game not really prepared because it's Dallas. And then you also have players that you weren't expecting to play those roles playing different roles.
Yeah, what little
it's just like, what is happening?
What little you did prepare isn't true anymore.
And Mickey's Winston was very good.
Very good. I think it's good that they switched him off Diva.
Seagull's Diva
Was
very
so good.
And the thing is, like, he's gonna play more. So
Yeah, and that makes me so happy because Seagull is such a good player. Not like there's a lot of players in the league where it's like they're good at this hero or these two heroes. Seagull's good at every hero.
mm-hmm.
So it's good to see him like really doing well on one specific hero so that he can play. And apparently he only played Diva once with the team before that match.
Yeah.
And he said literally Taimu was going to go in as Winston and then Mickey was going to keep playing Diva. But Taimu was in the bathroom and they had one more scrim left. And then Seagull was like, I'll play. So then they were just like, let's try this. And they like kicked butt and they were like, I guess we'll do this on stage.
Yeah.
So that's cool. And last game, San Francisco lost to Boston 3-2.
I bet against them. I bet only on favorites, and I lost a lot of money. So, well, like $5. Not really a lot of money.
So yeah,
I want to die though.
That one was just another game. Boston.
It was close, and I wanted to cry when it was over.
Yeah.
So.
Anyway, the two ones were Houston, great job against Seoul. Dallas, you didn't beat New York, but you're showing a lot of potential. So good job.
And also, actually, I'll get into that.
Ooh, I just want to real quick talk about Dallas's comms because they
were better.
They were so bad in stage 1, but they are so good now.
And even last week they were terrible.
Yeah,
like I saw a video of them last week.
I think the main switch is Custa is doing a lot of the shot calling, and he's just got like a clear voice. His game knowledge is great. So good calls.
Friday, Seoul played Florida 3-1 for Seoul. Good on Florida for getting that.
Yeah, didn't expect them to get a map, and they did.
And then Philadelphia played Valiant. Went to 5 maps, which is kind of surprising, but the Valiant's like a sort of a sneaky team.
Yeah. But like here's the thing, Valiant did really, really well stage 1, did pretty well here, but they've been not doing great lately. I think it's a morale thing.
Yeah.
Because their team's
is just like... I think their team's honestly worse than Dallas. When you hear about all the stuff of them trying.
Drama-wise, for sure.
Agilities.
Yeah.
And like shoving him off.
We did... You know what? I'm going to take a 4-second news break about the agilities thing. So Valiant posted one of their behind LA Valiant things, and pretty much the entire video was talking about how the team doesn't really want agilities anymore, and how agilities is really sad, and how they're going to give him one more chance. Yeah, and he's like 18, and they're like, "You're bad, but we're going to give you a shot. This is your last chance." And it was someone on Reddit said, it's like someone posted an exposed or an LA Valiant exposed video, except it was uploaded by the LA Valiant. Yeah. It's like, why would you post that? It just shows that your management is so bad. Anyway, I feel bad for him because he's a really good player. And
it seems like their new coach will really help them in that way.
Moon will help them out.
And then surprising game again. London 4-0 Shanghai.
That one took me by surprise.
Yeah,
we're being too
whoa. I
hope
$45 on Shanghai, and I cried myself to sleep that night. So there we go.
Yeah. Saturday, Dallas faced off against London. Got one map against London, which is it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's good. London. New York 4-0'd Valiant. Valiant should be getting at least one map against New York. Shows that they're falling off. Boston versus Gladiators. This one was really was an important match.
Now here's the one where I lost almost $6. I bet on the Gladiators. They're favorites, but they got pretty good odds. So I'm like, oh, give it a chance. What? What is this? What are they doing?
I don't know.
How do you lose? Their only job coming into this week was to win both games to get into the finals, into the playoffs.
Yeah, all they had to. Well,
and they didn't even do that.
They didn't just have to win both.
No, that's literally all they had to do. They had to win.
Oh yeah, Gladiator. It was Seoul who had to win one and then 4-0 the second one, or something like that. Yeah, Gladiators just had to win both.
And they boned it hard.
Well, I guess they lost early. Well, no, because they lost the first one, but there was still a chance. I think they had to 4-0.
No, there was still a chance, but
they had to
coming into the week, they had to win both.
Yeah.
And they whoopsie, they effed it.
Why you can swear? Yeah, that one was a bit surprising. It was really close. It's a good job, Boston. Boston did good this week.
Now to
Now,
the big boys. Big boy day
you
here.
know what? Let me change what this looks like real quick.
All right.
I'm gonna type in
Big boy time.
stage 2 finals.
All right.
Boom.
Are we ready? Is everything set? Everyone, you got a seat. You got. I've had so much vitamin C today.
Too much vitamin C. Have
Too much.
2 tablets a day. That's it.
Yep. Philadelphia somehow sneaks in by the power of God. Sneaks into the playoffs of stage 2.
Yep.
They were third on the list to be in? It was like Gladiators, Seoul, Philly,
and then Valiant was like,
yeah.
But
get out of here, Valiant.
Really hating on Valiant.
So they snuck in somehow.
Yeah.
I was expecting, okay, they were like on the edge.
You've done a good job this stage, but like, no way you're gonna win.
Yeah, no way you're gonna.
The match against London.
I don't. You describe it. I don't know what to say.
London versus Valiant, or Philly versus London. That match. First of all, no one thought Philly would win. It was like maybe they'll get a map, but it'll be London versus New York again. London takes first map. Everyone's like, yeah, they got full held first map on Gibraltar. London full held.
But they did hold London to the first point.
Yeah, they held London to the first point.
Yeah.
Well, no, it was because London full held, and they just had to get like halfway.
Sorry. I'm sorry, I'm a stupid idiot.
So yeah, then that made it look like, okay, they've got no chance. Then Philadelphia, I forget which maps it was. I think it was Hanamura and Nepal that London had never lost on. Never lost on those 2 maps.
Oh no, it was Route 66 and Hanamura.
Yeah, Hanamura. So first Philadelphia wins Nepal, and it's like, okay, it looks rough because
Hanamura, they've never lost on Hanamura.
London's never lost on Hanamura.
And also, we're jumping around kind of.
Yeah.
On Nepal, Philly had a 16 win percentage. 16.7 win percentage on that through this entire stage, and they somehow 2-0.
It was incredible. They not only did they beat London, but they 2-0'd London on both Nepal and Hanamura. They got both points. It's like we were watching it together, and it's like London just looked like they completely lost focus. They were completely tilted, and
they kept saying that about 7 times.
But it looked like they just couldn't get out of this funk that they were in. They ended up getting Kings Row, though. London did.
With world record 0.8 capping with, 29 seconds?
Yeah, something like that.
Insane.
So London took that, and it was like, ooh, exciting. And then
we go to Route 66.
Route 66. Both get...
No.
London gets the first 2 checkpoints, but gets held. And then Philadelphia gets all 3, or vice versa. I forget which order it was. But Philadelphia. The point is, Philadelphia beat London. What?
I know.
I have never cheered for Philadelphia other than being like, oh, it's good that team's doing well.
Except for in the Rocky movies.
I've never cheered for Philadelphia other than the odd, oh, I'm glad they did well in this game specifically.
I'm glad they didn't lose.
But I all of a sudden full bandwagoned like hard onto Philly while they were playing. Like I was putting my dishes away into where I was putting plates into a cupboard. I was putting forks into a drawer. I was while watching the stream on my phone, and no joke, I put a fork down and Philly got I think they were playing Kings Row. I think Philly won Kings Row, and I threw the fork down and went, and my mom was like, "You okay?"
I thought you were gonna say you stabbed her in the eye with the fork.
Yeah, that's what happened actually. So
take that, Mom.
Anyway, I full bandwagoned onto Philly. I was so hyped about this match. So they beat London, and it was like, what is happening? This is phenomenally awesome.
So you have this team doing real well, and then they have to play a game right after. So they're already warmed up.
Not only are they warmed up, but they just played Route 66, and now they have to play Route 66 immediately after.
So you're like, okay, this looks good for them, but still it's the New York XL.
And it's also like, will it be they're warmed up for this map, or is it they just played this? Because the thought process is also, New York just watched Philadelphia play this map, so they know exactly what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Didn't work. Philadelphia beat New York.
Yeah. On Route 66.
On Route 66.
And Lijiang Tower.
Lijiang Tower, that was hype.
Yeah.
That was so hype.
Mm-hmm.
It was so good.
EQO was on the Farah.
I really want a quick one. Jump back to the New York game or the London game on Route 66. They brought in Snillo, who I don't think he either hasn't played before or he hasn't played much. The point is, everyone in chat said, "Oh, throwing the game. Why would you put in Snill throw?" And then he popped off, dude. And then immediately the chat was like, "Oh, Snillo, PogChamp." And then it's like, and then they started.
All of you hated him about a minute ago.
Everyone like switched opinion and was like, "Oh, I did this chat was so dumb," even though it's like they were doing the same thing. But
he's a very good tracer, and he's only 18.
Yeah,
so that's good.
And he just turned 18, like.
So younger than us again. Want to die?
Yep, younger than us.
Doesn't that suck being the oldest?
It's legitimately sad.
Well,
it's only just started happening now because like it happened with the Olympics too, where it would be like, here's this 16-year-old did a triple double triple 80 1080 90 40 backflip, and I'm like,
guess what I was doing when I was 16? Exploring. Never mind. The woods. So Philadelphia wins the first 2 games. We come back. Philadelphia gets full held.
Yep.
Yeah. Philadelphia gets full held on Volskaya Industries by New York. And then New York gets 1. So they win the first match. But you're like, maybe Philly could get this back. I don't know what's going on. Maybe. And then just kind of got fucked. It's the second reverse sweep we've had.
Out of the
finals
real quick, look at my fingers.
Stage 1 and 2.
Look at my fingers. Out of the 2 stage playoffs we've had, 2 of them were reverse sweeps. You know what this means? I'm a cat.
I think the podcast is over.
Yeah, I think we have to cancel the whole thing now.
But anyway,
the point is,
they looked really tired. Philly. Are you?
I'm ashamed of what I've done. You know, let's pretend the past couple of seconds didn't happen, okay? The past 2 minutes didn't happen.
I wasn't listening anyway, so it's fine. But they just looked really tired.
They did look very tired.
He was playing weird heroes, like he was playing Genji for a little while, and that's not really.
Yeah.
It came down to their comps were too spread out because their players aren't quite as versatile as some of the New York players.
And I think New York is they just have a lot better endurance. Like, it's also just one game.
And New York was trying to, in those first 2 maps, they were playing, like Sabiolbi was playing Roadhog and Widow and like weird characters.
It's like you're the best tracer in the world. Play tracer.
On maps that like aren't not tracer maps, but like if you're good enough, you can make it. You can play well as a tracer.
So pretty
like Snello.
Pretty much Philadelphia blew us away against London. Then they blew us away in the first half of the New York match. And then New York just came back and did what they do.
Rocked everyone's world.
And here's the thing about New York. They are so amazingly good, but they are also all so nice and wholesome. Like those players, they're all just like, hey.
It's not like they're the Houston Outlaws where you just hate them.
I love them. I love them.
Well,
You're the one that's got Sinatra, all right?
and Super.
At least from
And
Not the
Architect.
Valiant, right? So, so the point is, Philadelphia did awesome, and I think they're gonna come back bigger and better than ever in Stage 2.
Hopefully.
Because them and the Gladiators were really the stars of Stage 2.
Because you expect New York to be up there, you expect London. Seoul again was kind of disappointing.
Yeah,
this stage.
They just missed it, just like last time.
And I think they did the thing where they were undefeated, and then in the last 2 weeks they kind of fell apart.
Yeah.
Like, who loses to the Outlaws?
I mean, back in the day, a lot of people did. It's just the stage was
like a month ago.
They've gotten their stuff figured out. Because after
No, they don't have a tracer yet.
They
don't have a tracer yet. Jake is self-admittedly one of the worst.
I was just about to talk about that. After the Seoul Seoul Houston match, Jake got interviewed, and pretty much he said, I know I'm the worst tracer in the world, but my job as tracer isn't to be the best tracer in the world, because there are already so many fantastic tracers. I'm not going to become better than these tracers that have been practicing tracer for years. So my job is to bring people out into the open so Linkster can bang, 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 and so Muma can you know? He did that exact thing. Guys, it's late, all right?
It's like 10:30.
It's past my bedtime by about 4 hours. So...
Yeah, this was a fun week.
This was a fun week.
Even though my San Francisco Shock lost, we're gonna get Architect, we're gonna get Super, we're gonna have all these great players. You know, we're gonna have a Genji finally.
At the end of last week, I was like, I'm getting kind of sick of these maps. I'm getting a little bit of map fatigue. And then all of a sudden this week, everything was just exciting. Just because there
was just more stakes. It wasn't like the same maps every time.
And every team just played at a heightened level. Every team played at a heightened level this week. Except the Shock.
And I thought you were going to say Shanghai.
Shanghai will do well in Stage 3. Hopefully.
So let's give you a little overview of where the standings are right now.
Here, let me just switch this to say...
Oh, wow. They finally added the stage standings to the Overwatch League website. This website kind of fucking sucks, guys. Whoopsie. Did you see that PewDiePie video where his whole joke was he went on the subreddit where it's like, oh, I accidentally did something, and he just yelled whoopsie? It was really funny.
Yeah, okay. This isn't the PewDiePie podcast.
I wish it was. In first place, guess who you got? Ooh, guess once, guess twice, guess three times.
Are we talking about league? Are we talking about league or stage? League. Okay.
League. Stage doesn't matter anymore. League. We got New York XL 18-2, by blowing everyone out of the water and map differential.
They are so incredibly good. They've lost twice.
It would be hard for them to lose.
Here's the thing.
Out of the playoffs.
Well, okay. I bet even if they tried, they probably couldn't miss season playoffs.
I mean, I don't know if Shanghai's trying to lose, but they have a -65 map differential. Now, New York could pull that, but will they? No.
No, because they're good. So here's the thing. So New York is in the
lock
playoffs.
For the playoffs. Yeah.
London probably a lock for the playoffs.
Because it goes New York's map differential in the stars.
In
42,
the
46
stars.
Then you have London at 35 with a 15-5 record, just a tier below them. And then there's everyone else basically.
Yeah.
Then you've got
It's
Seoul.
literally okay. Look at my hands. Look at my hands.
Yeah.
It's New
Well,
York,
it's one.
New York, London, Seoul, Philadelphia, and then everyone else is not even in frame.
Surprisingly, Houston has a pretty good map differential.
Well, not surprisingly.
No, well, like, because they're not.
They did.
Just because they're
Here's the
not
thing.
that high in the standings.
They ended stage one. They ended stage one
Really
with a
well.
plus 17 map differential, but then ended stage two with a 0 map differential,
Oh, so they just stayed the same.
which was fine for them. They're not in a bad spot. They could still do it.
No,
Um,
they just got to get some more wins.
Yeah, and I think Houston's going to start doing a lot better now that they know what they're doing with the tracer. Now that they've figured out kind of what to do. Although I do also hope that they try to find a good tracer, because Linkser also went on tracer and he did quite well, having like played tracer like twice.
Tracer.
No, you want him on Widow. Yeah.
So we've got Seoul at a 14-6 with an 18 map differential. Then we've got Philly 13-7 with an 8 map differential. Houston 12-8, 17 map differential. Very impressive.
Very good.
Boston Uprising 12-8 too, but with a 9 map differential. Then we've got the Valiant just on the edge of the league playoffs here with 11-9 with a plus 8 map differential.
How many teams make the league
6.
or the map playoffs?
Top 6.
Okay.
And then the top 2 in each division automatically make it. No, the top 1 in each division automatically makes it.
Oh, okay. So we'll get to that in a sec.
Mm-hmm.
Well, right now it would be New York and Seoul.
Yeah.
But I just really want to point out that I said stage playoffs, and then I corrected myself by saying map playoffs. So almost got it right.
The Gladiators have dug themselves out of a hole here.
Yeah.
They had a pretty bad map differential, if I'm not mistaken.
Stage 1, they had -10.
Yeah, -10. They're at -1 now.
Yep, they got
and they had a
+9.
4-6 record. They're at 10-10 now, which is very impressive.
So
nice
they're
job,
they're pretty much flat even right now.
Mm-hmm. Then we've got my little shockers, who are, again, the tier with all the decent teams ends at the Gladiators, right? With all the decent records ends at the Gladiators. Because the Shock, 6-14 with a -15.
Stage 1, they went -8 map differential, and then stage 2 they went -7. So they have not moved in skill level at all. Or they've gone up, but everyone else has gone so much up that they're still in the same spot.
But they should be moving up next stage.
They should move up.
That's what the plan is.
But here's the thing too. I want to point this out because we kind of touched on it between stage 1 and 2. Every team is going to start to do better.
Mm-hmm.
So some teams are going to be left into dust. Because here's the thing. I think that's what's happened with Shock.
Mm-hmm.
Is every team did better, so they went down quite a bit. Because stage 1, they ended 9th. Stage 1. Oh, they ended 9th in both stages.
Yeah.
But that's because they did better, but every other team also did better.
Mm-hmm. Like if we had the exact rosters, exact play from stage 1, the Shock would probably be 7 in stage 2.
7?
But every other, yeah, somewhere around there. Like they'd be mid-tier.
If they had the same roster?
Decent mid-tier. Maybe not the same roster.
You think if they didn't sign more players, they'd be doing better?
Every team stays the same from stage 1.
Every team stays the same.
But every team didn't stay the same.
No.
And the Shocker just realizing, oh, maybe we have to not just run with Nevix, Nomi, and dead Dak. Very happy with Moth. I want his jersey.
The main two things I want to touch on are in stage 1, Houston finished 2nd place. Not like in the playoffs, but in map differential standings. Pretty much in the standings, Houston finished 2nd place. And in stage 2, they finished 7th place. So they did a lot worse. But they should do better next stage. Now, in stage 1, Philadelphia was 7th, and Gladiators were 8th, And in stage 2, Philadelphia was 3rd and Gladiators were 5th.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a bit of jumbling around, and I think after stage 3 we'll get a sense of who's actually good, because like Boston did really well in stage 1,
But then they fell off
and then they kind of fell
pretty
off in stage 2.
majorly.
And
Like,
same with
not-
Valiant. Valiant was 4th in stage 1 and then 8th in stage 2. So it's like, I think stage 3 we'll see where people are actually at. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, and Shanghai's out of the playoffs, I'm pretty sure. Like, I don't
think they're, unless they literally become the best team and 4-0 everybody.
But I don't think Giguri, as good as she is on Zarya, will be able to do that.
Yeah.
Is she better than Sinatra, though? Who knows?
We'll see. It would make me so happy if Giguri just owned San Francisco Shock.
Here's another little factoid I was thinking about. The Atlantic Division's much better.
Yeah, much better.
Much better. The 5th place Atlantic Division team, Boston Uprising, are better than the 2nd place Pacific Division team, the New York, Los Angeles Valiant. The only bad Atlantic team is Florida, but Florida's getting good.
Yeah.
So,
just to put that into perspective, out of the 12 teams, it goes Atlantic, Atlantic, Pacific, Atlantic, 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 4 Pacifics, Atlantic, Pacific. It's like, it's literally Atlantic, Pacific. Like
if we didn't have Korea in the Pacific Division, like we wouldn't even be on the map, honestly. If we didn't have that Korean team, Seoul,
yeah. Like, Atlantic has New York, London, Philadelphia, and Houston.
And Boston.
And Gladiators.
And your mother.
Or no, Gladiators are Pacific, sorry.
Which ocean is Los Angeles near? Something was about the end of the podcast. Now I'm going to throw an audible in here.
An audible?
If anyone listens to this and cares enough to leave us a comment about what we should talk about next week, because it's an off week. Yeah. We'll obviously cover some news. We'll talk about some other stuff, make a couple jokes about dying and like saying the F word.
I want death. Oh, Calder, don't say that.
We'll like throw out a post on Instagram, I guess.
Yeah.
You can email us.
Or you can leave it in the comments of this video.
Just tell us what you want us to do. And if you don't, we'll just come up with something dumb.
And give us some ideas for improvement if you want.
Yeah.
I'm trying to work out a way to actually show you guys some stuff, like to show you the standings and stuff. I'm trying to figure that out. If you guys really want that, I'll try harder to figure something out. Yeah,
but we're just trying to get better.
Just give us feedback on stuff. Because we're just trying to get better. We're trying to make this a more professional thing. And we're also trying to be a little more energetic with it because we know that us going, so if you look.
But I do have insomnia, so.
And he is living, like there are other people living near him, like all around him.
I don't really care about them. Someone threw a lamp against the wall.
How about this? Go like this. Wah!
No, I'm not going to do that because I'm not a cock. But the guy next to me, listen to this. The guy next to me clicks these fucking whoopsie poker chips. Just all night. All night he does it. 3 a.m, 4 a.m, on a school night. The girl next to me. I live in a co-ed building. The girl next to me. Oh my. She's got these friends. They yell. They throw lamps. They play beer pong. I'm trying to sleep. It's 1 a.m.
Have you ever spoken
I'm
to
a
them?
big boy. No, never. Actually, the one guy, because we share a bathroom.
No, but did you... what I mean is, did you go,
said,
excuse me, can you not click your poker chips?
But the girl scares me because I heard her having sex. Whoopsie. So, like, I don't know what's going on over there. Is it a dungeon? I don't know. The one girl, my sister gave her Fruit Loops one time. No, not Fruit Loops. What are they called?
Frosted Flakes.
Fruit by the Foots.
Oh,
A big
Fruit Loop,
box of
or
them, like a Costco size box,
okay.
like a box that a dentist office would give a child so that they come back to the dentist.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I telling you this? I don't know. I need to vent. Friends, Adam just does this for the money.
It's true. All
And he's
the
wearing a
no
Star
money
Wars
I
sweater
get.
right now.
Want to
Fun
hear something
fact,
fun?
Adam goes to band camp.
Not band camp. Want to hear something fun? This is
Yeah.
this is a Star Wars sweater. It's a varsity jacket in air quotes.
No, it's just a
But I put
zipper
it on
sweater.
over a hoodie.
Oh, no, never mind.
And it looks so bad like this, so I buttoned it up. And it made it look like this has a hood.
Good job.
Thank you. So this is the end of the podcast. What we just did makes me really want to start up Boys at Large podcast again because I just want to dick around.
That's one goof.
So thank you guys for listening / watching.
Like, subscribe.
We appreciate the support. Oh, I just covered your face. It's okay.
You can share this with people if you'd like.
If you'd like.
Please do, though.
Please actually do.
Try and get it on iTunes and other places besides Pocket Casts and Anchor. But yeah, might start posting it on SoundCloud.
Yeah, that would be good. That would be very good. Although if we did that, we'd have to be careful if we try and do visual stuff. We'll figure it out.
No, I'll just do the MP3.
No, what I mean is we couldn't be like, as you can see here.
Yeah. Oh,
we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. We're still learning.
Anyway, everybody, thank you for watching. We absolutely do appreciate everything.
At Broverwatch on Instagram.
At Broverwatch on Instagram. At Broverwatch_BAL on Twitter. Just follow us around. We'll be posting stuff all the time.
You can come cuddle me at night.
Cuddle us. We'd love you if you cuddled us.
Adam has a single bed.
Good night, everyone.
Goodbye.
Love you all. We'll catch you next time. Goodbye, guys.
Bye.